After the age of 60, many people begin to notice changes in their body. The legs may feel weaker, stairs may feel harder. Getting up from a chair may take more effort. Carrying groceries may feel heavier than before. Some seniors may say, "I am eating normally, but I still feel weaker." Others may notice that their arms and legs look thinner, even if their weight has not changed much. This is one of the most important health issues in aging. Muscle loss. Muscle is not only for athletes or bodybuilders. Muscle helps seniors walk, stand, balance, climb stairs, avoid falls, recover from illness, and stay independent. When muscle becomes weak, daily life becomes harder. Even simple activities like bathing, cooking, shopping, and walking outside can become difficult. That is why protein becomes so important after 60. The National Institute on Aging recommends that older adults choose nutrient-dense foods across all food groups, including protein foods, because nutrition needs remain important as the body ages. But here is something very important. Protein alone is not magic. A senior cannot rebuild muscle by eating protein while sitting all day. Protein gives the body building blocks, but muscles also need a reason to grow stronger. That reason is movement, especially strength-building activity. Harvard Health explains that protein is important for building muscle, but it should be combined with strength training to fight age-related muscle loss. So in this video, we are not only talking about the best protein foods, we are talking about how seniors can use protein wisely to support strength, energy, balance, and independence. The first protein food seniors should consider is eggs. Eggs are simple, affordable, easy to cook, and rich in high-quality protein. For many seniors, eggs are easier to chew and digest compared with tough meats. 1 or 2 eggs at breakfast can make a big difference compared with only tea, toast, or biscuits. Eggs also pair well with vegetables, whole grain toast, oatmeal, or fruit. A breakfast with protein can help seniors feel more satisfied and may support better energy during the morning. The second excellent protein food is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt usually contains more protein than regular yogurt, and it is soft, easy to eat, and useful for breakfast or snacks. Seniors can add berries, nuts, seeds, or a small amount of fruit to make it more nourishing. Plain yogurt is usually better than very sweet-flavored yogurt, because many flavored options contain added sugar. For seniors who have trouble chewing or have low appetite, Greek yogurt can be a gentle way to increase protein. The third protein food is fish. Fish is one of the best protein choices for seniors because it provides protein while also being softer than many meats. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, trout, and mackerel also provide omega-3 fats, which are often discussed for heart and overall health. Fish can be baked, grilled, steamed, or added to soups. Seniors who do not like heavy meals may find fish easier than red meat. The fourth protein food is chicken or turkey. These are common lean protein sources and can be useful for lunch or dinner. The key is preparation. Fried chicken with heavy breading is not the same as grilled, baked, boiled, or roasted chicken. Seniors should choose softer cooking methods if chewing is difficult. Chicken soup, shredded chicken, or turkey with vegetables can be easier to eat than dry, tough pieces of meat. The fifth option is beans and lentils. Many people think protein only comes from animal foods, but beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas can also provide protein. They also contain fiber, which helps digestion and supports fullness. This is important because many seniors struggle with constipation or unstable appetite. Beans and lentils can be added to soups, stews, salads, rice dishes, or soft meals. Medline Plus notes that some older adults may need more protein, and plant-based protein foods can help add nutrition when included regularly. The sixth protein food is tofu, tempeh, and soy foods. These are useful especially for seniors who prefer plant-based meals or want to reduce meat intake. Tofu is soft, easy to chew, and absorbs flavor from soups, sauces, and vegetables. Tempeh is firmer and may be better for seniors who can chew comfortably. Soy foods can be part of a balanced diet, unless a doctor has given specific restrictions. The seventh protein food is cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is soft, high in protein, and easy to combine with fruit, whole grain toast, or vegetables. It can be useful for seniors who need a quick meal or snack. However, some cottage cheese can be high in sodium, so seniors with high blood pressure should read labels and choose lower sodium options when possible. The eighth protein food is milk or fortified dairy alternatives. Milk provides protein and can be added to oatmeal, smoothies, soups, or tea. For seniors who cannot tolerate regular milk, lactose-free milk may be an option. Some fortified soy milks also provide protein, but many almond or rice drinks are low in protein, so reading labels matters. A glass of milk with breakfast or before bed may help some seniors increase protein intake, but people with kidney disease, fluid restrictions, or digestive issues should follow medical advice. The ninth option is lean meat, such as lean beef or pork in moderate amounts. Red meat can provide protein, iron, zinc, and vitamin B12, but it should be balanced with other protein sources. Seniors should avoid making processed meats like bacon, sausage, ham, and salami their daily protein source because these foods can be high in sodium and saturated fat. A better approach is variety. Fish one day, eggs another day, beans another day, chicken another day. The 10th protein food is nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, peanuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds can add protein, healthy fats, and minerals. However, nuts are calorie-dense and may be difficult to chew for some seniors. Nut butter can be easier. A spoon of peanut butter on whole grain toast, chia seeds in yogurt, or ground flaxseed in oatmeal can add nutrition without requiring a large meal. The 11th option is protein-rich smoothies. Some seniors lose appetite or have difficulty chewing, so drinking part of their nutrition can help. A smoothie can include Greek yogurt, milk, banana, berries, peanut butter, oats, or soft tofu. This can be especially useful when seniors do not feel like eating a full meal, but smoothies should not be overloaded with sugar or juice. Whole fruit, yogurt, milk, and protein-rich ingredients are usually better than sweet drinks. The 12th option is protein powders, but this one needs caution. Whey protein, soy protein, or other protein powders can be useful for some seniors who cannot meet protein needs through food, but supplements are not automatically necessary for everyone. Food should usually come first. Also, seniors with kidney disease, liver disease, diabetes, or those taking many medicines should ask a doctor or dietitian before using protein powders. Recent discussions around protein supplements also emphasize that protein alone is not enough. Resistance exercise and overall diet matter greatly. Harvard Health similarly notes that protein plus strength training is more effective for supporting muscle than protein alone. Now let's talk about how much protein seniors may need. The basic recommended dietary allowance for adults is often given as 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, but many experts argue that older adults may benefit from higher intake, especially when trying to maintain function. A scientific review found that older people may require about 1.0 to 1.3 grams per kilogram per day to optimize physical function, especially when doing resistance exercise. But numbers should be personalized. A small senior, a very active senior, a senior recovering from illness, and a senior with kidney disease may all have different needs. That is why it is better to discuss protein targets with a healthcare provider or dietitian, especially if there are medical conditions. Another important point is protein timing. Many seniors eat most of their protein at dinner and very little at breakfast. For example, breakfast may be tea and toast, lunch may be soup or rice, and dinner may finally include meat or fish. But muscles may benefit from protein spread across the day. Instead of eating almost all protein at night, seniors can try to include protein at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A better breakfast could be eggs with whole grain toast, Greek yogurt with fruit, oatmeal cooked with milk and topped with nuts, or cottage cheese with berries. A better lunch could include chicken soup, lentils, fish, tofu, beans, or turkey. A better dinner could include fish, chicken, eggs, tofu, beans, or lean meat with vegetables and whole grains. Protein is especially important after exercise. If a senior does gentle strength training, chair exercises, resistance band exercises, or walking, protein helps the body repair and maintain muscles. Research on older adults shows that regular resistance exercise and adequate high-quality protein intake are two important ways to slow and treat age-related muscle loss. Now, Let's talk about strength training, because this is where many seniors make a mistake. They think walking is enough for muscle. Walking is excellent for heart health, circulation, mood, and mobility. But walking alone may not be enough to rebuild lost muscle. Muscles need resistance. That can mean standing from a chair several times, lifting light dumbbells, using resistance bands, doing wall push-ups, climbing stairs safely, or doing guided exercises from a physical therapist. Strength training does not have to be extreme. A senior does not need to lift heavy weights like a young athlete. Even simple movements done safely and consistently can help. The American College of Sports Medicine and CDC recommendations include muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days per week for adults. The safest approach is to start small. Sit to stand from a chair, heel raises while holding a counter, wall push-ups, light resistance bands, and gentle leg lifts can all help. Seniors with heart disease, severe arthritis, balance problems, recent surgery, dizziness, or pain should ask a healthcare provider or physical therapist before starting. Another important nutrient for seniors is vitamin D, because vitamin D supports bones and muscle function. Protein helps muscle, but muscles and bones work together. Seniors who rarely go outside or have low vitamin D may need testing or advice from a doctor. Calcium, magnesium, iron, omega-3 fats, and enough total calories also matter. Muscle health is not only about protein, it is about the whole diet. One common mistake seniors make is eating too little overall. Some seniors lose appetite, live alone, have dental problems, feel depressed, or avoid cooking. They may eat only small meals, tea, crackers, soup, or bread. Even if these foods fill the stomach, they may not provide enough protein or calories to maintain muscle. When the body does not get enough energy, it may break down muscle for fuel. Another mistake is choosing protein foods that are too hard to chew. If chewing is difficult, seniors may avoid meat and end up eating mostly soft carbohydrates. In that case, softer proteins are important. Eggs, yogurt, cottage cheese, fish, tofu, beans, lentils, milk, and smoothies. Dental care also matters because poor chewing can reduce nutrition. Another mistake is depending too much on processed meats. Bacon, sausage, hot dogs, ham, and deli meats may contain protein, but they are often high in sodium and unhealthy fats. These should not be the main daily protein source, especially for seniors with high blood pressure or heart disease. Better choices include fish, eggs, beans, poultry, yogurt, tofu, and lean meats. Another mistake is fearing all carbohydrates. Some seniors hear that protein is good and then try to avoid rice, bread, potatoes, fruits, and grains completely. But carbohydrates provide energy for movement. The better approach is balance: protein plus fiber, rich carbohydrates plus vegetables plus healthy fats. For example, fish with vegetables and brown rice, eggs with whole grain toast, or lentils with vegetables can support energy and muscle. Now, let's make this practical. A senior who wants to rebuild muscle could start the day with eggs and vegetables, or Greek yogurt with berries and nuts. At lunch, they could eat lentil soup, chicken, tofu, or fish. At dinner, they could eat salmon, turkey, beans, or lean meat with vegetables. For snacks, they could choose cottage cheese, milk, nuts, boiled eggs, or yogurt instead of biscuits and sweets. A simple high-protein day could look like this: breakfast with 2 eggs and whole grain toast, lunch with chicken soup and vegetables, snack with Greek yogurt, dinner with fish, beans, and vegetables. Another option could be oatmeal cooked with milk, lentils at lunch, tofu with vegetables at dinner, and cottage cheese as a snack. The exact foods can change based on culture, budget, taste, and medical needs. For seniors on a tight budget, protein does not have to be expensive. Eggs, beans, lentils, canned fish, milk, yogurt, peanut butter, tofu, and chicken can be affordable options depending on location. Beans and lentils are especially useful because they are low cost, filling, and nutritious. For seniors who do not like eating much, smaller protein meals may work better. Instead of forcing one big meal, try adding protein to each small meal. Add milk to oatmeal. Add yogurt as a snack. Add an egg to breakfast. Add beans to soup. Add tofu to vegetables. Add nut butter to toast. Small changes add up. Now let's talk about safety. Seniors with kidney disease need special guidance about protein. For some kidney conditions, too much protein may not be appropriate. Seniors with diabetes, heart disease, liver disease, swallowing problems, or major weight loss should also get personalized advice. This video is educational and should not replace medical care. Also, protein foods should be prepared safely. Older adults can be more vulnerable to foodborne illness. Cook eggs, poultry, fish, and meat properly. Store dairy safely. Avoid spoiled foods. Be careful with raw or undercooked animal products unless a healthcare provider says they are safe. The most important message is this: protein helps seniors maintain and rebuild muscle, but it works best when combined with strength-building movement, enough calories, sleep, and overall nutrition. A senior who eats enough protein and does safe strength exercises has a better chance of staying strong, stable, and independent. So, if you are over 60, ask yourself, am I getting protein at every meal? Not just at dinner, not just once in a while, every meal? Then ask, am I giving my muscles a reason to stay strong? That means walking, standing, lifting safely, using resistance bands, or doing chair exercises. Muscle loss is not something seniors should simply accept. Yes, aging changes the body, but daily habits still matter. The food you eat, the movement you do, and the consistency you build can shape how strong you feel. Start simple. Add eggs or yogurt to breakfast. Add fish, beans, or chicken to lunch. Add tofu, lentils, or lean protein to dinner. Walk daily if safe. Do gentle strength exercises 2 or more days a week if your doctor says it is okay. Drink enough water, sleep well, and do not ignore unexplained weakness, weight loss, or fatigue. Your muscles support your freedom. They help you stand, walk, balance, and live independently. Feeding them with protein is not about bodybuilding. It is about protecting your future. This video is for education only and does not replace medical advice. If you have kidney disease, diabetes, heart disease, swallowing problems, unexplained weight loss, or a major medical condition, talk with your doctor or dietitian before making big changes to your protein intake.